lovies. This is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm, and today we're going to be talking about how to conduct yourself at a professional or business party. Now, a lot of parties are either at someone's home or they're at a physical venue, but either way, the same rules apply. And one of the things my mom has always taught me growing up was to never overstay my welcome. And I'm going to explain to you why this is so important when it comes to business, interrelations, and social gatherings. So do not overstay your welcome. First of all, when you go to a party, you want to eat modestly. Now, I know if they see you with a small plate, someone may say, "Oh, are you on a diet?" or make a joke about whatever you're eating, but we don't care how they feel, right? Make sure you eat before you go. And just be sure that you eat in moderation. It's not to say you can't go back and get a second plate, but just monitor your portions. So maybe the first time I go, it's a half plate of food, and then the next time I go, it's another half plate of food, and that's a full plate of food, right? But you don't want to be scarfing the food down like you're at your family's Thanksgiving dinner, because this is not your family, and these individuals do not need to see that side of you. You can't get that comfortable. Eat some finger foods, maybe some fruit, some cucumber sandwiches. Keep it simple. And so even if you need to eat before you go to the party in order to make that happen, eat something light. And then when you get to the party, you won't be as hungry. All right. So the next thing, don't accept every invitation. Now, you may be in an industry like PR or marketing, any industry like public relations, fashion. You get invited to a lot of parties. Pick and choose which one you go to. Or if it's like office parties, pick and choose which one you would like to attend. Don't feel like you have to go to every single party. You want to create an atmosphere where people will miss you, right? And so even if you're available, you don't want to seem like you're available, and you want to be valued as a person, not like, oh, okay, well, this person's always coming. When people are thinking about upping the ante and thinking about what they can do to bring people out, you want to be in that number. And this is not to say you can't go to social gatherings like with friends or family and that you should pick and choose which one of those you go to. Like, it's not that kind of party. This is strictly professional to make yourself sort of missed in the industry, right? Wow, she never comes out. Like, think about Beyonce. When they have industry parties, Beyonce is not on every set. She's not trying to be in everyone's party, in everyone's face, and latest celebrity gossip, right? For what? She's Beyonce. She's made. And when she steps into a party, she's noticed. Next, if you feel like you should leave, leave. Now, this is more so with like those, I guess you could say public parties or whatever. But if you get a feeling, like a bad feeling that you need to go, or if something in you is just like, okay, you need to get out of here, leave. I listen to that voice every single time, and I promise you, either something happens when I leave, or I get home and then I like immediately crash, like I'm drained. So that means I've reached my social peak for the day. I don't need to continue to be out, or I've reached the amount of time that I needed to be in that particular event, and my body's like, okay, you can leave now. Like, it's okay. And so just listen to it. Once you start to get in these type of patterns, mentally, your subconscious is going to kick in and let you know when it's appropriate to exit. Also, one of the things I really like to do is to be on time for a party, right? So if the party is, let's say, at 8:30, I like to get there around 8:20, make sure I can park in my car. Like, you don't have to show up at 8 o'clock and like borderline help them set up. Not cute. But definitely get there so that you're able to find the best parking spot and just be comfortable. And once you're in there, like those people that show up fashionably late, now they have to approach you. Now they have to be the ones coming into uncomfortable situations because there's already people in their different groups. They're sort of clicked up in their own conversation, and they have to sort of walk around and see what conversation they want to fit into. Also, because it's a business/professional type of gathering, even though it's more of an informal party, people are still watching to see who's on time, what you're wearing, what you were like, what your conversation was like. So just be mindful of that. Also, feel free to catch up on things that are going on in the field so that you're able to talk about it. Don't watch the news and then go in there talking about politics and, all types of taboo subjects. Like, no politics, no religion. Those two are off limits. I don't even care if someone else brings it up. Like, change the subject or walk away and go talk to someone else. Next, don't exclude people from the conversation. So when I was in Baton Rouge last week, I met this millionaire. And he said his grandfather said if someone's sitting by themselves, they're either too important or they're so intelligent that they're bored. But either way, you need to go talk to them. So don't allow, like, if you see someone sitting by themselves, like just sort of relaxing, or even if you see them moping, talk to them, see what's going on, But yeah, make sure you don't exclude people. Next, do not be the center of attention. You don't want to be like the life of the party. You want to be the one in there, well-dressed, looking modest, making people come to you, right? And when I say looking modest, I mean your spirit. Like, you want to be calm. You want to have that quiet confidence about yourself where it's like, oh my gosh, who was that? Like, literally, when I walk into a venue, if I'm not turning heads, I'm not dressed appropriately. I don't even care. Like, it could be an office party right after work at 6 o'clock and you guys get off at 5. Go home, take a shower, change, put on makeup if you didn't have it on already, and pop out. Be the best, the absolute best you can be. Fellas, go home, take a shower, put on a suit, even if you wear khakis and a polo to work. Go put on a suit, spray your best cologne. Polo red seems to be a favorite of men, and there's a Gucci perfume. I think it's in a black bottle that's really popular with men as well. But find a fragrance that goes good with your body chemistry. And you can even get a sample. Literally, they have samples of different perfumes and colognes at Sephora. And you can get it put in a little bottle and just test it on yourself and ask your friends and, those closer to you, like, what does this smell like on me? And see if it goes well with your body chemistry, because sometimes you may not know because it's you. So yes, don't be the center of conversation. Make other people come to you. Say less than necessary. Not only is this impressive to people, but it's also extremely intimidating because they're so intrigued by you. They want to know more. And it makes people talk more when you talk less. So then they'll be sort of blabbing about whatever their plans are and whatever their career field is. And like, you'll have all of this information, but you're not giving out too much about yourself. Now, do make sure you have your business cards or some sort of branding content like this Level Up pin. I give this to everybody. I literally went grocery shopping today and I asked the cashier if they typically needed pins up there, and she was like, yeah. So you know what I did? I gave her this Level Up pin and she was like, wow, this pin is cute. So now people have my business information in their hand. That's what you want. You want to make sure, especially if you have a conversation with someone that you could see yourself working with, go ahead and give it to them. And most of the time, I don't even tell people in my first meeting, like, oh yeah, we need to get together. We need to work together. To me, it looks thirsty. I would allow someone to say that to me, but I'm not going to just jump out there and put that kind of information out there. Let's exchange contact information. Let me see how you move. Let me see, when I contact you, is it going to take you 3 weeks to respond to my email? And not because you're busy, but because you're just disorganized. So I hope this helps. Don't overstay your welcome. Eat before you leave and eat modestly. Don't accept every invitation. If you get the feeling to leave, leave. Don't exclude people from the conversation, and don't be the center of attention. If you need me, you know how to reach me, and have a good night. Bye.